AskReddit by deleted. Us wants to ban TikTok. What are your thoughts? Don't care. The type of information they are being accused of tracking should not be available to any app makers. If the device allows that to be info to be passed to an app, in my opinion that's a problem with the security of the device, not just something we should blame on the app. Instead of banning TikTok, we should have some real privacy laws and put it on the manufacturers of the operating system to enforce them. They are not just tracking info, they are siloing and artificially boosting some types of content and downplaying others. Sounds like they are trying to get rid of the symptom of privacy concerns and not the problem, which is how no tech company or corporation respects individual privacy. To be fair, not a lot of individuals care enough about individual privacy. As a former teacher, I worry about how it's impacting kids. Many of them watch it 4 hours daily, and there's been tons of issues with them following idiotic TikTok trends. It also is used by a lot of minors, so security issues are concerning. I don't think the first reason is enough to ban it, but the second might be. Dopamine manipulation is a real thing. It isn't exclusive to TikTok, though. Would probably be the best for everyone. Not for China. On the one side, I think it would benefit the psychology of a lot of people, both kids and adults. On the other side, there are hella hot women showing off their armpits on TikTok, and I don't know what I'd do if that went away. https://www.reddit.com/r/armpitfetish/ Feel free to delete TikTok now. On government phones, people are so quick to give half the story. Jesus Christ. Edit. I've been made aware there is another bill being introduced by Rubio for a complete ban. Apologies for the misinformation. That makes more sense. Deleted. To itself. Nothing will change. YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels will fill the void. YouTube and Instagram don't send nearly as much data to the CCP though. Doesn't matter, it'll get replaced by something else. We have YouTube Shorts, which the TikTokers are probably gonna migrate there. I think that I should have tamales for dinner tonight. How did it go, if you ate? A lot of useless people are going to find out how useless they are. Edit. I understand the irony of this post. They're going to move to the next useless platform. The government doesn't have the power to ban software. What they do have the power to do is require Apple and Google to remove TikTok from their stores or be in violation of the consent decree. A consent decree is a promise by both parties to regularly review, critique and recommend changes to secure to ensure user data integrity and safety. The decree allows the companies a level of immunity while working through concerns if it is discovered that user data may be stolen or misappropriated by apps offered on the store. It's highly likely that the consent decree will work, as it always has, despite heightened concerns. But even if the app is removed from the online stores, users who really want TikTok would still be able to sideload the app by downloading the APK from TikTok's website directly. If running apps not from the App Store is still as hard on iOS as it used to be, that's a lot of people who don't have a workaround. Apple sells a lot of phones. Reddit loves to hate on TikTok, but the fact of the matter is every social media is guilty of the same invasive privacy breach bullshit. We just haven't been as aggressive about most of them because those companies aren't based in a foreign power. I'd much rather see action taken to reduce the power of software companies to collect and sell user data en masse than target a specific app which isn't that much more harmful than Facebook or Instagram, and it's just going to get replaced by something else immediately if it does get blocked. Anyone complaining about their privacy being violated should just check their info on True People Search. It even has famous rich people, politicians included. Do it. If you read it in that one particular voice, then you know. Edit, a certain Darth Sidious SMH. Deleted. I don't use TikTok myself, but I hate the idea. This is a very slippery slope. Again? I think that TikTok is being used as a scapegoat for a problem not unique to its platform. Why is it worse if China spies on you than if it were Russia, India, Britain, the US? None of it is good. The actual cause of the problem should be addressed, rather than singling out one group, because I guarantee if TikTok gets banned, people are going to brush their hands off and say the problem is fixed when no it isn't, you only plugged one hole. Then they get complacent, and Meta or Microsoft takes their spot in the data suckling. Canadian here that doesn't even use it. So any reason relating to children sounds a bit BS to me because TikTok is simply the thing, which is part of a group of other past things. TV or YouTube have been past things that parents let their kids park their asses in front of it, only to get mad because they weren't carefully watching what their kids were spending their time on. For those problems, banning TikTok does nothing. I'd simply advise talking to your kids more, or at least watch what they are watching with them sometimes, just to make sure what they watch doesn't lobotomize your brain. I know that there's other important issues regarding TikTok, some of which political, but that's really all I really care about for the matter. Again, I don't use it anyway. I'm kind of an absolutist in that I believe the government should keep its mitts out of governing what is available on the internet, provided it doesn't violate other laws like child porn or human trafficking or drug sales and such. And those should be prosecuted under the existing laws. I find it a slippery slope. If they ban TikTok, what's to stop them from banning porn, or Reddit, or some company who's riling up people against the status quo? I find TikTok to be a vapid house of stupidity, and it sounds like their data policies are no bueno. But it's not my place or the government's place to tell people what to do with their time or their information. I'm in favor of educating people to the risks and letting them decide for themselves. Didn't Trump suggest that and Reddit lost its mind? Deleted. Take out Facebook and Twitter too. Deleted. Us is concerned about China spying on us, not our own government spying on us. Adults should be moderating how much they use tech. TikTok doesn't break any US laws, and if it did, the US government could hold it accountable. If you're going to put limitations on TikTok, you have to do the same to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, and all the other social media sites. You cannot argue that TikTok is controlling people's lives but Facebook and Twitter do not. Deleted. I don't believe for 1 second the US gov's stated reasons for banning TikTok. The supposed problems that it poses can be solved by more robust content restriction and privacy laws that the US is reluctant to apply to its own private companies. The US is trying to wage economic war on China by reducing the competitiveness of its flagship companies. Tencent, WeChat, Alibaba, etc. are a crucial part of the Chinese economy and fund all sorts of important research such as AI, machine learning, AR/VR. China is moving up the manufacturing value chain and the US wants to prevent that. It wants China to remain a factory for cheap shit and a place for America high-tech companies to sell their shit. They don't want Tencent, Alibaba, or ByteDance to compete with the likes of Google, Apple, or Amazon. This can be seen by the US's actions towards other sectors of the Chinese economy. It destroyed Huawei's cell phone arm. It has weaponized spurious claims of forced labor to strike at everything from Chinese drone manufacturers to Chinese cotton farms, and restrict China's ability to purchase high-end chips and chip-making machines. America will probably win this round of economic warfare due to sheer mass and inertia, but nobody can pretend for 1 second that this is supposed to be for the safety and security of the American people. I can see the benefits, but most Redditors who complain about and have a superiority complex about TikTok really don't know anything about the app.